Okay, I want to do a video today on some changes in the Citizenship by Investment program that I would like to see get done. And I'm going to get a copy of this to the government, and hopefully this will maybe give them some ideas that they have not thought about. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, and also on the Residency by Investment program, that I think would really put the program in big time here. I mean, it already is, it was the first Citizenship by Investment program out there, but there are some things that I would like to see get done. I think it would really take off a lot more. And these are not just my ideas. I'm getting this from clients and people that are bringing this up. And so they've actually given me some pretty good ideas myself. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is some changes that were made pretty recently that I think should have some either totally changed or tweaked a little bit anyway, that would make a big difference. And that is this approval for these homes to be approved for citizenship after the developments have been approved for citizenship. Now what they're doing is they're requiring the home to be approved for citizenship, and whether it's in the citizenship developments, on a resale, or on the home program. And they didn't used to do this, and what I don't understand is that I don't see any real purpose in doing it. And what it's doing is it's blocking everything up. They just had a group of houses and properties that were approved for citizenship through the home program. It took 8 months to get that done. That's way too long. You're going to have too many backouts, and that's going to affect stamp duties big time. What I don't understand is why they're reapproving them anyway. If they've been approved one time through the citizenship developments, what purpose is it in reapproving them again? It just then you got to pay people to do that. It's just more money that's wasted. It's kind of like paying for dirt. I don't understand the purpose of it. And I think one of the biggest nice changes they had was in January 1st, 2012, when they allowed new properties that were being bought, they could be resold again for citizenship if they were bought after January 1st, 2012. And that's when these properties went through the roof in sales, and also in the total program took off. We had over 2,000 citizenships that year because that came out. The problem was the government put in like I said, I did this in another video, they made it where people who bought before January 1st, 2012 could not sell their properties. That was a huge mistake. And of course, that was remedied through the home program. But I actually headed a committee on people that was happening to, that were, had bought before January 1st, 2012. And I talked to the government that was in that at that time, and that's when they came out with the home program, and I really appreciated them coming out with that. The only problem was when the program came out, they made it where you could you didn't have to actually get it approved. You just had certain guidelines you had to meet. If you met those guidelines, your house qualified for it. It had to be title property, had to be at least, back then it was $400,000 before they made these changes. And they were able to come out with a great plan, except the problem with that was they would only let people sell it one time. Well, why would the next guy want to buy it if he can't resell it for citizenship? That's just what I would like to see is the government take all these negatives out that makes the citizenship program not go as good. I think you're better off taking all the negatives out. And these are things I'm not just on my mind, I'm hearing clients talk about too. They're saying, well, why can't I resell it? And if you get the property approved now, you can do it. But the problem is it backs up everything. Why do you need to do it? If the property, if it's a villa or a house, and it's being qualified for the home program, as long as it's appraised for $800,000 and it sells for that much, what I don't understand is why it has to get reapproved again. The appraisal should be the approval itself, and without the government getting involved. And it's not just that, but you're looking at they're also having to get a survey and then a certified copy of the title. I don't know why they need to get all these other approvals that just backs it up again 8 months. That's one thing that that I was going to talk about. The other thing that drastically needs to be changed, I don't think the government needs to lower the donation option to $250,000, but they can do this. They can do something just as good. What they should do is come out and have a promotion and lower this donation option. The regular price is $250,000 for one person, but for the next 8 months or a year, however way the government wants to promote it, it's $130,000 for one person. That's what Antigua's is approximately for one person, with the processing fee included, with the government fee and processing fee together. But what this does is that you're going to get all these people on the sideline that have not jumped in, that want to jump in at this point, that have been waiting and to get in. And of course, I've told people before, I've always thought the real estate option was better because you only pay $25,000 government fee. Even when the donation option was $125,000 with St. Kitts, I still said that the real estate option was better because the government fee was only $25,000 versus $125,000. When St. Kitts had that price, and that's $250,000. But I'm me. I can't make the decision for these people. Some people would rather have a donation option, even if they're paying $100,000 or more, to avoid buying a property. Okay, so I don't see why they choose that, but that's what they choose. So, but anyway, I think that should be changed right away. I think you'd see tons of business come in right away on government fees if they would drop that figure from $250,000 to $130,000 one person, and I would mimic Antigua. If you don't do it, people that are sold on the donation option, St. Kitts is going to lose that business to Antigua, and it's foolish to let them get that business. You can call St. Kitts the golden standard, which it is, but the fact is you're just losing tons of money for the country when you keep it the way it is right now. Okay, I'm going to go over a few other things that I haven't seen any of the governments here come out with where they're not utilizing, and this is on another matter, St. Kitts' St. Kitts' Residency by Investment Program. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here. St. Kitts has got, in my opinion, the best residency by investment program in the world. The problem is they're not utilizing this. It's got a huge negative. The negative is 14 years of residency before you can apply for the passport. And I know people who put in the 14 years, and the government just hee-haws around. I know one girl particularly who came here, migrated here, was here for 14 years, and she did everything to try to get that passport. It took the next government to come in before she could get it. They couldn't figure out why it took her so long. 2 years after the 14 years, 16 years it took her. If St. Kitts really wants to take off, I'm going to tell you what would really add to the Citizenship by Investment program. You just have a residency by investment program, just like they got now, but instead of running it for 14 years and buying a house where they get permanent residency, where they purchase a house for approximately $300,000, which includes the lot and the house itself, is do it, but set it up for either 2 or 3 years. Okay, it's going to be a bigger investment if they want it 2 years, and it'd be lesser investment if they go for 3 years. Now, you could set it up where it's a $200,000 investment if they do it in a let's say we're $250,000. Let's say if they want the passport in 3 years, it's $300,000 if they want it 2 years, and they need to be pretty strict on and pinpoint the number of days they need to be here for that 2 year or 3 year period. All right, let me tell you what this does. you're going to get stamp duty on 250,000, 25,000 US. At 300,000, it'd be 30,000. These are stamp duty monies that the government is losing because there are people, tons of people that would come to St. Kitts on a 2 or 3 year residency period, but they got to be here. It's foot's on the ground. It's not where you can just come here and buy the house. You got to have your feet on the ground. The government can decide how many days they want for that 2 year or 3 year period to do that. Let me tell you what this is going. What, that a dog had my butt. This is the thing here is you gotta you need to have a defined period, and I haven't seen that before. Defined period for that residency period. They've got to be here, okay? Where they know if they put that time in, they get the passport. The problem now is that the period's too long. St. Kitts is losing too much business. And now I know somebody's going to say, this is the first thing I'm going to hear somebody say, Tom, that's going to cannibalize the citizenship by investment. No, it won't. Let me tell you why. You can look at the figures. Most people know these figures. About 98% of the people that get citizenship by investment, they never move to St. Kitts. They're not going to want to come here. These are usually high net worth people. Most of them have over net worths of over 5 million. They got businesses other places. They just want the passport. They don't want to put the time in trouble to move to St. Kitts. It won't touch that business. It will add to the business. You're going to get a lot of people that will come here because that fills a void they wanted that they didn't want with citizenship by investment. Okay? It will save them some money, but they're going to have to put the time in to be in St. Kitts. The 14-year period, people are just not going to come here to do that. It's too long. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's look at Argentina and Dominican Republic. Here are two places that have, walking up a hill, so I'm about out of breath here. Argentina's got a 2-year residency program, and then you can apply for the passport. That's booming. Why? It's 2 years. And it's booming even if you have a language test. It's still booming. St. Kitts doesn't even have that. That would aid. A lot of people would come here before they go to Argentina because they don't want to learn Spanish and pass that test. Another thing too, Argentina taxes worldwide income if you're a resident there, and heavily tax a person on their worldwide income. St. Kitts doesn't have that. Just for living in St. Kitts, you got a local company, and that's different. A lot of wealthy people don't do that, and semi-wealthy people don't do that. They might come to St. Kitts and have a business outside the country. The other thing, Dominican Republic, they've got a 2-year period, and they don't even require someone to reside. I wouldn't advise St. Kitts to do that because they've already got that with the Citizenship by Investment program. And Dominican Republic, I think their idea is great, but their passport's awful. St. Kitts has got about 2 to 3 times more visa-free countries you can go to than Dominican Republic. And the DR also requires you to pass a Spanish test to get the passport. And there's a lot of corruption there, but I've got to hand it to them. They've got one of the best ideas. The problem is you're not going to get it in 2 years. The company's so corrupt, you're not going to get it in 2 years. I've got a video on that when actually I applied several years ago, long story, but you won't get it in 2 years because they don't do anything on time, anywhere close to on time there. You're looking at 4 to 8 years to get the passport, and that's if the person doesn't steal your money. That had happened to me. 2 times. 2 different lawyers there. So one was right in immigration, which I thought that would escape the theft, but it didn't. Okay, it's a pretty corrupt country. St. Kitts has got so much going for it. English speaking, no test. Got triple the number of countries about, double, triple the DR's got, visa-free or visa-free on arrival. The key is the idea that Argentina and Dominican Republic have of 2 years is a dynamite concept. And this is what St. Kitts needs to come out with. I always say, the only way you're going to know is to throw a program out there, give it time, plant those seeds, see what happens. But just sitting back and not doing anything is foolish. There's so much that can be gotten from stamp duty, people coming in, entrepreneurs that need to hire people. You could also come in with another option. If they don't buy a house, they just set up a business, they would have to hire 5 people if they don't want to buy a house. 5 petitions. There are so many ways you can build on this residency by investment program here in St. Kitts. I've done other videos. I think it's the best in the world next to islands. The problem is they're not utilizing it. And there's one huge, St. Vincent the Grenadines has about a 9-year period. Antigua's is about 5 years. Let's beat Antigua, come out with a 2 or 3 year program. And the key is to promote it. I'm going to tell you something, this residency by investment program, there's nothing on the internet. I've done some videos on it. I could not find anything. I literally had to go, I think it was the Minister of Defense's office where I went down, got some really good advice from Miss Hull down there. She knows that really good. But she, all the information I got from her, it's just nothing on the internet. You gotta, this really needs to be promoted. And I've done videos on this, but I agree with you, totally agree. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. And the only people that can change it are the people who are actually in government that can take this and run with it and try it out. That's what I would do. I would do it for at least 5 or 10 years, or do it shorter period than that and see how it turns out doing a short residency by investment program. But I'm going to tell you something, you'll get people that you normally wouldn't get, and you will not see it cannibalize the Citizenship by investment program, I can tell you that. I mean, I've looked at this, and I mean, you can look at the figures. Most people that get Citizenship by investment, as I mentioned before, they don't move to St. Kitts. And what happens is there's a void in there of people that would come to St. Kitts and NEVIS, but they don't do it because this period of time is too long for them. 30 years is just way too, 14 years of residency is just too long. Dubai is another good example. Dubai is 30 years. Hardly anybody gets naturalized over there unless you're just, most people don't go to Dubai for the passport. 30 years you got to pass Arabic. They don't allow dual citizenship unless the people at the very top call you. They got one exemption. And that's, if they pick the phone up and call you, you can keep your other passports. Other than that, they don't allow dual citizenship. They got a good visa-free document, but it's impossible to get. The great St. Kitts has got so many good things here. Great weather, good tax laws, and they've got some great ideas, being the first country in the world to come out with the first Citizenship by investment program. But these are some things I see that are missing. And if there's people looking at this video, if you got comments you think you want to add, because I pick up a lot of good stuff from people that are clients or people looking into getting citizenship or residency in St. Kitts, put a comment here, I'll look at it. I'm going to try to get this video to the government, make sure they see it if they don't see it otherwise. And hopefully they can make some changes on this. I think will really get St. Kitts going through the roof again. You know, I mean, they're doing good on the passports, but I'm going to tell you something. This thing about raising the donation option through the roof, doubling it, and not even participating in trying to get a promotion before you do it, man, that's a lot of stamp duty money that's lost. I would run a promotion. I'd do it right away. Do it for 8 months or a year. You want to renew it, you can do it. The fact is, it's $250,000. Promotion runs for 8 months or a year, whatever. But these are the things I think the government did this, and this residency by investment, man, let's change that. This program here, having dual citizenship, no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, and then you're looking at no military requirements. It's just got everything, you know, great weather. I think just a few things need to be tweaked. And if you go by this, what I mentioned here, these are things I'm hearing from clients, people that are buying and selling stuff. I got a guy right now that's getting ready to, he's trying to sell his place, but now he's finding out, all this stuff's been in the ringer for about a year, and find out now the government wants to approve his property, and it's in a citizenship zone already. I'm thinking, why does he have to approve it again? This is back in, it will probably be another 8 months before that thing gets through now. And what I'm saying, eliminate it, get it out. All these citizenship by investment developments have already been approved. Why reapprove them each time a house is sold again? Let the house resell again for citizenship. Let that person resell it again, resell it again, resell it again. Just like what was in the Citizenship Act. It came out in January 1st, 2012. Great change. The only thing was that they didn't allow the people before that date. I think that was that was a huge mistake, but they came up with a great idea to let people resell their property, and they didn't have to reapprove it for citizenship. That was a huge change. That's when when Dr. Harris published that citizenship and the number of citizenships, and there's something that came out about that, and I made a remark on that, and I'm telling you, that came out. It was over 10,000 they did, but I still remember 2012 it went straight up, and that's when that new law came out. Okay, so I'm telling you what I've looked in the past, what works, what I've seen that doesn't work, and then I've listened to clients, and I'm telling you what I'm telling you here. If you make these changes, I think you're going to see the citizenship program go literally through the roof. But the government, I think, needs to just approve the citizenship developments and then get out. Don't do anything else. As long as the property sell for the $400,000 for for a condo or for the properties in the citizenship developments that have been approved, and then on the home program they've got $400,000 for a condo and $800,000 for a house or a standalone villa. That's the way it should be. And then just if it sells for that, then and it appraises for that price, at least that price or higher, $800,000 or higher for the house, and $400,000 or more for a condo, it's going to go through instead of the government getting it and then reapproving again and again. It's just backing up. Stamp duty's getting lost. To me, I don't think that's the way to go. Anyway, if you got a question or comment, you got some ideas you want to add to this, I'll be glad to look. I'll look at everything that comes on here. So what I do is try to look at this, and I'm going to get this turned in pretty soon. So if you do have a question or comment, put that in, and I'll see what I can do if I haven't mentioned it to try to include that too. If you got a question or comment, just put it below, and I would like to hear from you if you got a question or comment. And then also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And don't forget to go to our website if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months at www.citizenshipquickly.com. I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.